Hey yo, hey yo, hey yo, hey yo. Crossbeats Production.
Welcome back, you're here with Nate28 and this is Crossbeats Production. So I want to show you guys some things that they've done with the most recent update and some of the really cool little tools that you've got now to your advantage. So Fat Channel is one of the things they've updated within Studio One. There's a full list of things they've updated if you look through the notes when you actually update this this version of it. So in the Fat Channel, they've got a couple of things that they've changed and updated and made look better as well. Obviously the high pass filter was there, the gate was already there, and that functioned as it was, and it's still good. So don't worry about that too much, but I'll just skip past that for now. So the things they've got here is the stack mode. So stack mode basically allows you to use individual parts there. You can turn off one part as you could before and just use them individually. So the EQ, again, it's like the Fat Channel was before. It was very similar looking to this. But the cool thing is that you can actually change it to different EQs now. So you've got this as the passive EQ, which is like the Pultec EQ. And they've got a vintage EQ as well, which is kind of like the Neve. That looks a lot similar to the Neve EQ. So that's one cool function they've added in there. You guys can play around with that to work to your advantage to get things you want it to sound like. The other thing is with the compressor. So basically the compressor is the standard Fat Channel compressor, and that always sounded good anyway. And it's got the standard kind of stuff that they had before. The other thing that they've got is some additive things in here as well. So this is like the CLA2, which is kind of like a leveling compressor. So it's got the reduction and the input. Basically, then they've got the FET, which is like an 1176, and it's got all of the sort of same buttons you'd see on the 1176. In my opinion, they both sound reasonably good for a free update. I guess you can't complain. So if you don't have these compressors and you want to use something that's similar sounding to this, you've got that now to your advantage in your arsenal. So that's the Fat Channel. The other thing that they've updated is the spectrometer. So just the appearance of the spectrometer is a little bit better, the way that the metering works. So if I just quickly play this part here. Alright, so they've got this line here which it didn't used to appear like that. It was kind of like a waterfall type thing like that, like all broken up. So now you can change it to be either or, and you can have that available to you. So that's really handy, especially if you're using it if you're mastering or mixing or anything for that matter, working on single instruments, whatever it is. So they've got all these additional functions in here, which kind of some of them used to be in here, but the way that they look is a little bit better. So this is the standard, I guess, sonogram, which just scrolls across the screen like that. They've got the same thing here with another one. It's in segments, so it's like a heat map. So you change it to that. You can see it in segments, and waterfall basically is available to you as well. FFT curve, waterfall, all those good stuff. So they're all available now. It's definitely helpful to have this type of metering available to you, especially when you're doing critical metering and stuff like that. And if you don't want to pay for third-party metering, you've now got some decent stuff available to you. So just go through that, check out the different metering functions you got in there. The other thing they've got here as well is the level meter. So they've added in the LU, LUFS, EBU plus 18. So these functions here, they weren't available before within Studio One, and it's always something I've wished they had in there because I knew Logic had it and other DAWs probably had it as well. Plus I had to get other plugins to do this type of metering. So this metering is actually really helpful because it's actually the standard metering that you would get to go to commercial standards. So you can get that metering functioning here now in Studio One. The only thing I would say that they could probably add to it is if they could do the mid side a little bit better displayed, but it's available there to you so you can see it. So the sides and the mid. So that's basically your side channel and your mono channel. You can obviously just use that now to monitor what's going on the sides and what's going on the mono. So that's really cool. That is very handy to have that type of metering, especially when you're doing any kind of production or mixing anything. So that's absolutely fantastic. I really think that that's probably one of the best things that they've added to this update. So again, you can just collapse those down, have them on the side here so you can have them available to you, displayed and playing whilst you're using your project. So that's kind of the cool little features I've found so far in the list of things that I liked to have in Studio One. If you guys have anything that you like in Studio One, or you have found stuff that I haven't suggested here, obviously just make comments in the comments. But otherwise, subscribe to the channel and give me a like, and let me know what else you want to see on this channel as well. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace.
Hey yo, hey yo, hey yo, hey yo. Cross Beats Production.